Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Red Talk settings, flawless. What's good, my bro?
Yes, fam. But you saying you blessed and everything, yeah?
Yeah, bro. I'm all good. I'm all good. What you telling me?
Yeah, I love that, man. Oh, bless, oh, bless. Just looking forward to the football being back, man. Man misses the Premier League. I swear down.
I hear you.
Yo, international football so dry. Yo, it's so bad. It's
Facts.
so
Yeah,
bad.
it's not the one. I can't lie. Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
not,
not
man.
even the one, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Boy, I don't know. Well, boy, Harry Maguire might disagree though, but it's the only time he gets some football.
I bet he wish he didn't play yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That I knew it. I
Hey,
knew it, man. You know what I'm saying? That. What's crazy is I was in, the game was going on, and mum was in the other room, and all I hear on the TV is, yo, on goal. And I shouted at my mum, and I was like, was it Harry Maguire? And she laughed, and she said, how did you know? Like, I just know it. Some
nah,
jokes write themselves, fam, on my life.
nah.
On my life. I just heard on goal from the TV. You know what I'm saying? I said, was it Maguire? And man's mum started laughing. And he was like, yeah, how did you know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
This
come
is
on, man.
crazy.
Some jokes just write themselves, fam. Some jokes legit just write themselves in regards to that. Like, stop playing him, man. I don't know how he still carries on, getting game time. Him and Calvin Phillips. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I really, really don't, man. But that's Southgate's lookout. He's so bad. He's such a bad
Bro,
manager.
bruv, the whole thing's been an absolute
Exactly.
shambles. I'll be real. The whole thing's a shambles, bro. Do you know what I mean? English football is a shambles. Man United are in a shambles. What's this? Ten Hag
Go
said
on.
early roll calls in a bit. What? Set him early roll calls to turn up on time, but issues persisted at training levels prompted deselection. This is nonsense, bruv. We mean early roll
It's
calls. What's man trying to say? Man trying to say what? What, he was late?
Yeah, like again, but where was all this before?
Yeah,
What's crazy about this? Where
but
was this
so
all
what?
before Ten Hag said what he said? It's
But
crazy how
but
all
this,
these stuffs come out now.
but this is why I don't believe them,
Yeah,
flawless. Do you
exactly.
understand what I'm
I
saying?
get exactly what you
This
mean.
is why I
Yes,
don't
yes,
believe
yes.
them, because
Yeah.
it doesn't take, yeah. If a player, yeah, is a persistent offender, yeah, of something, it doesn't take, yeah, the manager to come out and say something for then all of a sudden for the news to come out.
Exactly my point. That's why I don't.
This
I
is
think
my
yeah.
problem, and this is how I know, yeah. This is how I know, yeah, that this is being fed to the media and that this is a witch hunt, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I know. Because it's like, with the Rashford situation, for instance, yeah, he was late, he was benched. Do you
Yeah,
know, like that? And that was it. They asked him a question, he came out and he said, yo, like, I was late, bruv. Do you know what I'm
and that's
saying?
that. I'm
And
saying.
that's that. Do you know what I mean? I think in pre-season, something similar happened with Garnacho, where, was it Garnacho or Pelistri? It
Yeah,
was
it was
one of them.
somebody. Was it the season? It was not this preseason gone. Was it the preseason before last? Where he was late? Was it that, or did he leave early or
I
some
think it
shit
might
like
have
that?
been Pelistri or was it Garnacho? It's one of them two anyway. One of the young guns. I think they were late and they got dropped from a game, dropped from a squad.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm saying? It was Garnacho. Okay, cool. There you go. And then that was it. You know them ones. There weren't no other rumours about his attitude coming out after that.
No.
You know them ones. All this is nonsense, bruv.
And that's what it is. And it was like clockwork. You knew it was going to happen as soon as they had that. As soon as like Ten Hag had stated what he'd stated about Sancho after the Arsenal game, and then Sancho then responded. You know, stories always come out. It's like when the story that stated, "Oh, what was it? He was reserved. He's reserved. He's laid back." And it was there was something a preseason tour that they were doing for Adidas,
And he didn't want to.
answer questions, and he
He
said,
didn't want to answer questions.
yeah,
Yeah.
he said mention Bruno. So how come that happened in preseason and nothing got mentioned of it? And now all of a sudden we're in the middle of September, and all of a sudden people are mentioning these things. That tells
Yeah,
you what
but
you need to know. That's why I don't believe it. That's why I don't. At all.
but this is what I'm saying, and you know what it is, yeah. People just want to believe it to be true,
Yes.
bruv. You know them, and that's just all it is, bro. They just want to believe it to be true, bro, because they don't like the way he carries himself. That's just all it is. Who cares, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like this is just how it is, and this is why, yeah, and this is exactly why flawless. This is why I just like to stay around my own people, blood.
Yeah.
You know them ones. And when I say my
Oh,
own people, I don't necessarily mean black people. I just mean people that
your gang. It's your
understand,
yeah.
people that are from where I'm from and understand me, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So none of this nonsense gets misconstrued, and then I don't have to listen to anyone else's opinions. That's why I don't like going on anyone else's channels, really. Do you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because I don't want to be on someone else's channel and then you got all of these losers in the comments, bruv. You know them ones there. It's like, this is not my community. I don't feel comfortable here, so I don't
Yeah.
want to be here.
It,
You know,
it's
like
not
that.
it's not your circle. It's not, like I said,
No.
your community that you've built. It's somebody else's, so you
It's
don't know
someone
what it's going to be
else's,
like.
bro.
'Cause
And
it's a
I'm
different
stepping
vibe.
into the
I hear that.
unknown, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm somewhere where I don't want to be, bro. Do you know what I'm
100%.
saying? My people here on my channel know who I am, know what I'm about. They know what to expect from me. There's nothing I can say on this channel that surprises anyone. Because everyone
That's a fact.
here, yeah?
That is a fact.
Because everyone knows what I'm on, bro.
We know exactly what you're like. Like,
They know what
I
I'm
know
on.
we know your character well enough to know, like, all right, yeah, I know what Rants is. I have an idea what Rants is gonna think of such and such. Yeah,
100%.
I get exactly
And
what
this
you're
is the
saying.
thing, bro. So that's why I don't like going nowhere. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like going
Facts.
nowhere, bro. Unless it's my own community. You know,
Yeah,
like that. And that's what I mean. I do a podcast every week with my brother. We got completely different followings. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
you know
he's
what
a
I'm
different
saying?
character to you, innit? He's
Completely
gonna
different.
attract.
So, bro,
he's
like,
gonna
so
attract a different
that's
crowd.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So when I do a live show on my brother's stream, I don't even look at the chat. You know
that's
the ones
facts.
there because I just don't care. Because it's not my audience. You know the ones there, like, bro, and this is just how I am, bro. Like, people don't understand, yeah, like, I'm so protective over who I am and what I do and where I put myself because
Your
as a
energy, you
human,
protect your energy.
I protect my energy because as a human
right.
being, the only thing that you have complete control of, yeah, is yourself. Do you know what I mean? You don't have no control of anything that goes on outside of you. Even if you got a gal, you ain't got no control over what she does. You might think you do, but when she goes to work, you don't know who she's talking to, who's making her coffee, blood. You don't know. You know, like that.
This guy again.
Bro,
Here go
I'm
this
just-
guy again. Here
bro,
go
I'm
this
ju-
guy again. Work
I'm
husband.
just saying, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying,
A
bro.
work husband.
That's it. You don't know the work husband's doing bits, bringing her biscuits and that. You know, bro,
Gal analogy is always
yeah,
never
bro,
far
bringing
away,
her the
fam.
biscoffs and that. You know what I mean? And that's why, broski.
Facts.
With
Coffee
me,
with 2
yeah,
sugars. You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
the one thing that I can control is this thing right here. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's it. And that's why I don't like going nowhere else. You
And
know, like
what
that.
the thing is, that's cool as well. There's no issue with that. The thing is that people seem to have a problem with people who are different to them. Some people are introverted, like, which is absolutely fine. Like you said, some people just like their own space, being with by themselves or being with their own people, and that's what it's like with some strong coffee. That's what it's like with Sancho. Maybe around his, yeah, you definitely need to start a Gyal Talk podcast, 100%. But yeah, like 110%, like that's okay. But people seem to have a problem with people's personalities. Maybe Sancho gets around his own people and he's completely different.
Nah, but you know what it is, yeah? Like, I see a lot of myself in Sancho for the simple fact that he's very quiet, yeah? He does his own thing. But you can see when he's around his own people, he's comfy, innit?
Yeah.
You know them ones? Like, one of the comments was like, oh, he's very quiet, but, like, sometimes he's reserved, but then sometimes he's outgoing and that. Bro, listen, I'm very much the quiet one all the time, but when I'm around people I'm comfortable with, I'm busting joke and I'm loud and I'm that, like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not the loudest in the room, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be cracking joke.
The
Like,
volume will be up.
I can easily be the life of the party, or I could be sitting in the back of the room. It depends on how I feel on the day. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was at my brethren's wedding the other day, I was literally probably on the dance floor, like, up longer than everyone else. I was out there, I was cutting shit, I was having a good
Quite
time,
hella
bro.
shapes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Because I felt like it. But then I'm the same guy that on another day, I'm not feeling the vibe, and I just hold the wall, blood.
Yeah. You just
You
sit
know,
down,
like
chill,
that.
have your drink, and you're good. And
That's
the thing
it,
is,
bro.
that's okay, because people don't realize that not everybody is the same around everyone. You'll be different around
But
your
that's
circle.
it. And the
of-
reason
your
why I was
circle of
like
friends.
that is because I was at a wedding, and I was all the groomsmen there, all my guys, everyone I knew.
Yeah, everyone's
You get
around
me? My
your
best
peoples.
friends, my brethren that I go on holiday with, all 4 of us. Do you know what I'm saying? My brother, all the man them. It's just man them that I've known for ages. So straight away, man's relaxed. You know them ones. And when you're relaxed and you're around your people, blood, like, you're seeing a different side of man. 100.
facts.
To
Nah,
if I'm
you
just
don't
around bare industry man that I don't know. Like, it's not the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing at all. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where literally, yeah, people say that you're doing something wrong, yeah, by just being yourself, bro. Like,
No.
that don't even make no sense to me.
Because people
You know,
want
like
people
that.
to be like all friendly and all the same. Like legit, that's what it is. People are different from when they're around their circle, from when they're around work people, like you just mentioned the industry, compared to how you are, say, when you're around your parents. You are gonna most people are gonna be three different ways. I'm like that depending on who I'm around. If I'm comfortable, man may be on the dance floor cutting hella shapes. Other times if I don't really know what's going on, then man will be chilled. If I'm around work people and they're not my people, man's just polite, cordial, cool. And if I'm around my parents, different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
just legit what it is.
Yeah, and like even
Yeah.
this thing saying, "Oh, I was reading Sancho partied a lot in Dortmund, was uncontrollable," and that. Listen, guys, again, like I know I've got family in Germany, bro. Like my sister lives in Germany. My nephews were born in Germany. They have German passports, bruv. These man, yeah, didn't like Sancho because he was different, bro. The same way that man were getting onto Serge Gnabry for going to Fashion Week, remember?
Oh shit, I don't remember that. No.
Bruv,
When was
Serge
that?
Gnabry went to Fashion Week and he was getting absolutely cooked by the German press, bro, just because he's got a life outside football, blood.
Yeah.
Like, these men don't like men that are not like them, bro. We already know what happened with Tony Cruz and Oba already, bro. Like, man don't need to break it down for you. You know them ones there. Like, they didn't like Sancho, yeah, because he was different.
Yeah. And even with that where it said, oh, he partied uncontrollably.
What do you mean
Young, yeah,
uncontrollably, bro?
yeah.
Like, I've never
What,
seen no stories of man getting drunk,
yeah.
punching up no one, getting
What,
arrested like Harry
what's
Maguire. So what if he can't party? He's 20
yeah.
years old.
What's I was gonna say that what's wrong with uncontrollably young rich black man likes to party? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Shock
Bro,
horror and that.
listen,
Yo, shock
Bro,
horror. Like,
I'm
what we
being
doing?
real. Like, listen, like, you man, if any of you man are 20 years old,
You party.
little
Most
light
party.
skin you with a fade, you got all the money that you need, blood. You're out drawing things, bro.
partying 100%.
That is last time I
100%.
checked, that wasn't a crime. And then on top of that, yeah, Sancho was putting up numbers for Dortmund.
He was
You
playing
know them
very
ones
well.
there.
He was playing
So
very, very well.
why
He
do
was
you
very,
care
very
what
well.
man's doing, yeah? If he's performing, do you understand, bro? And this is the thing. They've literally painted a picture, yeah, of they painted a picture of Sancho in your heads, yeah. That was not an accurate picture. He's a young 20-year-old youth, yeah, that had loads of money in a country where he's got no family, no friends, yeah. So of course he's gonna spend his time out, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with partying as long as it's not affecting his form, which it didn't
Bro,
seem to because he played
what's
very
wrong
well at
with, what's
Dortmund.
wrong with that, bro?
Nothing
Do
wrong
you know
with
what I
that.
mean? Especially when you're in a country where you got no friends, no family, yeah.
it's a foreign country,
And then
man,
on
yeah.
top of that, yeah, a lot of your teammates probably had youths and that. I've been in that situation where you can't
you
just
said
go
this.
chill with your friends because they got families, they got gal, all these things you ain't got. So what do? You either stay in your yard by yourself and be bored, or you go out and you party and you meet people and you just enjoy your time, bro, and take your mind off the fact that all your brethren are in another country, fam. Or you fly your friends out and then you party with your friends because it's like, yo, man, them like we're
Yeah,
outside,
let's turn up. Like you said, light skinned brother with a fade.
bro. That's
Man's
what
go
I'm
party,
saying.
yo. That's just 18, 19 years old, and he's rich. Why would you not?
But
You
this
know
is what I'm saying, and they say party out of control. But then look at it. This is it, though. Look at the
was on that
Grealish
massive,
benders,
yo.
bro. Man's slurring his words on
4 or
national
5 day
television,
bender, yo.
bro. A man are celebrating Grealish getting lit. Do you know what I mean? And I've never seen no videos of Sancho like absolutely like
He
drunk
was
off
wasted
his
as well.
off his head.
He was Gascoigne, but they do like that. It's like the whole Gascoigne thing. That's what they
Yeah,
was running
but
with Grealish.
bruv, listen, but this is the problem with the culture, bro. It's okay for one
Yeah,
and
it's
not the
okay for
other.
you.
And this is why I have an issue with it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he been doing, like, Grealish been doing the Mazzoline, bro. Like, even before the City thing. Don't think that Grealish is new to this alcohol thing.
Grealish likes to drink, man. He likes to
Bro.
party. He likes to drink.
you know
Some
what I'm
would say
saying?
uncontrollably. Yeah.
That's it. So when he said uncontrollably, this is nonsense. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't uncontrollable because man was still throwing up triple doubles every game. You know, like that. And this is and this is what I'm saying. And this is the problem with the Sancho thing, yeah. I don't like the inconsistencies of how they're portraying this youth. Do you know what I mean? And then also the Dortmund thing as well, yeah. Like, he had issues with Dortmund in the last season, yeah, that he was there for the simple fact that this brother wanted to leave. They told him he could leave. And then I think they didn't let him leave and he had to stay for an extra season. But I can't remember who they sold instead, innit? But it was a thing where they said, well, another
Oh, they
player's
sold
going.
somebody else.
They sold someone else. Similar thing happened with Similar thing happened in Inter with Lukaku. That's how Lukaku ended up back at Chelsea, because it was a thing where Lukaku wanted a new contract and they didn't have enough money, and they decided to give, I think, to Latoro, so they couldn't afford to keep Lukaku as well. So he had to go.
Okay.
He didn't want to leave. He got forced out of the club. And these things happen. Clubs will say to you, you can't go now because we sold my man. We don't need the money. Even though they told him that he could leave and he wanted to go back to England because he was homesick.
Yeah, Libby's.
You know, like that. So then he started sulking, which is normal for a 20-year-old you, or 21-year-old to be sulking.
You're gonna be.
That's away from home, yeah? And he was told he could leave, and then all of a sudden he can't leave. But now you're going to make a villain out of him, bro. Do you know what I mean? And most men at that age are living at home with their parents. They don't know what it feels to be living in a different country, away from their family, and wanting to come home and being told
away
you
from
can
all
come
the
home.
comforts. Yeah, you're away from all your home comforts. Absolutely. And that was another thing, because somewhere I did see someone say that earlier and was like, we know it's true what Ten Hag had stated about him, because he had issues at Dortmund. Like, both can't be untrue. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people need to stop talking about him as a trainer, because none of us watch training. None of us are there. Training's not filmed. So we don't know. I'm not sat here saying he's a good trainer. I'm not sat here saying he's a bad trainer. I'm simply saying I don't know, because I'm not watching. It's one man's word against the other. Ten Hag said he's a bad trainer. Sancho disagrees. I don't know which one of you telling the truth
what it
or
is,
not.
yeah? Like, I don't believe, just knowing how I am, yeah, as an introvert, I don't believe that Sancho comes out defending himself unless he genuinely believes that he's being
He genuinely thinks he's
stitched
right.
up.
Yeah, 100%.
He genuinely believes that this is a witch hunt, yeah, and there's more to it. You know, like that. That's the reason why he came out and said that, because this bro don't do no interviews. Like, I don't remember a single Man United interview that this bro's done, yeah, since he's been here, bruv. You know, like that.
You know what? I go as far as say, I don't even know what he sounds like.
Bruv, that's what I'm trying to say. I've only seen some little FIFA card videos of him with Haaland at Dortmund.
I seen that.
And Jude Bellingham. That's the only time I heard man speak. He don't talk.
I seen the other clip when him and it was on England duty. It was him and Sterling messing around. You know what I'm saying? And he put his arm around Sterling, and Sterling was like, "What are you doing?"
Again with his man them. You know them ones there. Like, when
it.
he's around his man them, he does the banter thing. But with the media, he's not on that. You understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Big up my man for the super chat.
Oh, big up Sheik, man. That's my guy.
Come on, broski. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's it. We want our club back, man. But it's like we're a long way away from it, bro. But it's just one of them things where, like, they've built a certain they've built a certain image of Sancho, yeah, and people are now trying to do the nonsense. Even the Dortmund stuff. If it was true, if you're Man United and you're about to spend 75 million pounds on this youth, yeah, if that's how much we spent, I don't know. If you're gonna spend that, would you not do your due diligence before? If that was the case, if he was such a bad guy, you know, like that. Were you trying to tell me that? Do your research, bro. Listen, the maths ain't mathing, broski.
Nope.
You know, like that. Former England coach speaking on Sancho. This is what I got sent earlier. They might be late once or twice, but somebody else might be late once or twice, but we'll forgive the other person because they fit our unconscious bias. And this is a white coach that said this as well.
Ooh, and the coach was white who said this.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is, bro. The certain man can get away with certain things. Certain man cannot, bro. And this is it. Like, when we talk about unconscious bias, we don't have to look any further than Harry Maguire, who's been an abject failure, yeah, for Manchester United. He's been arrested. You know what man say about Sancho's uncontrollable partying, blood? He's never been arrested drunk before abroad. Do you know what I'm saying? This player came back and was still the captain of Manchester United, got the captaincy stripped of him. He's still getting picked for England. He's got Southgate defending him publicly. The manager not criticising him publicly.
And he had the chance to defend himself. He did the interview. Was it with the BBC? He did the interview. So it's like, it's kind of like, but in regards to the unconscious bias, that tells you all you need to know. In regards to who's not late. Like, come on, man. Like, young player is late to job. Trust me. I've been late to many a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, young man is that's like the partying thing. Like, come on. Like, as long as it's not a long-standing problem and you should get there on time, it's calm. Like, my mom even told me she's seen the clip. I don't know if you know about this, that Bellingham was traveling somewhere recently and he forgot his passport. And his mum had to bring it to the airport for him. You know what I'm saying? These things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And that. And then there's a picture of his mum passing him his passport and stuff like that. Man's 19, 20. You're going to do these type of things. Like, that's just legit.
Bro, Bellingham's still going training in a taxi. Brother don't drive.
Oh, he don't drive? I didn't even know that.
No.
Surprised his club ain't got him a driver.
Yeah, well, there's a taxi. He don't care, bro. It don't matter. He's not paying for
true.
it. You know, the ones there, like, and he can't live that far from the training ground either. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where, bro, like you have to understand, yeah. It's like, yeah, no, Sancho wouldn't have been given an interview to clear his name. Absolutely not. Like people don't, bro. People don't even look into stuff like that, Flawless. And that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
People, how many black players, yeah, would have been able to get arrested on holiday and come back to clear their name on television?
BBC though. It's
None
not like
of
it was
them.
Some light thing. It's not like it was a YouTube channel or something like that, or was a
Bro,
Twitch
they sat him
channel.
down like he was under some serious allegations, like Robert Kelly, blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like an R. Kelly thing, yo. They put him on big BBC, and I think it was BBC One. It wasn't even BBC 2 or 3 or 4. I think it was BBC One. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yeah, Bellingham walked onto the wrong bus. I did see that. He walked onto the wrong
funny,
coach.
bro.
Yeah. It's mad. So kind of like that's how like you look at it. Yeah, Sancho would have never have been given that opportunity to do that. But we know these things. That's why with him defending himself, I have no issue with it because I would have done the exact same thing. If I believe the manager's wrong in criticizing me publicly, I'm responding publicly, 100%.
100%, and
Prime
also
time, BBC.
exactly. But that's it. And the thing is, yeah, the fact that he's responded publicly, yeah, that tells me something because, bro, again, comes down to man management. Do you know what I mean? And I say, yeah. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've coached players before. Like, do you know what I mean? Every footballer, every single player has an ego, innit? It's a spectrum. Do you know what I mean? But also, all players have different personalities. You do not manage all players the same. Some players, yeah, you do not criticize publicly and think you're going to get better out of them. You will not. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, certain players you can't do that with. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's facts. No,
and the fact that he's criticised Sancho publicly also shows that he doesn't know the player. Do you know what I'm saying? So that means his man management skills are poor. Because if he knew the player, it's just the same with Martial, yeah? Just from outside, I'm looking at Man United players. Bruno Fernandes, you can criticise him publicly because Bruno is very outspoken and he's always flapping his gums. You know them ones and all. Do you know what I mean? He's always flapping his gums.
He's very, you know what? He has a rational confidence. That's why you can
irrational confidence.
He has a rational confidence to the point where if you criticize Bruno publicly, he'll be like, whatever, I'm great.
No, but also, yeah, literally, bro, you can, bruv, there's certain players you can criticize publicly. Bruno's one of those.
Yeah, because Bruno will play the same way. He plays the same way whether we're 3-0 up or 3-0 down. That's just Bruno for you. He has no concept of the actual game. Bruno's like, I'm on the pitch. I'm going to play my game. I've never seen Bruno time manage. Like I said, whether we're 3-0 up or 3-0 down, whether it's the first minute, whether it's the 89th minute, Bruno going Bruno. You know what I'm saying? That he has a rational confidence. But I hear you. I'm not into managers criticizing players publicly because I think it rarely works.
And you know what the worst thing is? That you got man in this chat talking like they know what's going on. Man saying, oh yeah, but he's tried both. You don't know what he's tried.
Yeah, we don't know.
You don't know what he's tried, yeah, because one, you ain't spoken to the manager, yeah. And two, you don't even know what his management style is. Do you know what I mean? Someone like Louis van Gaal, for instance, yeah. Like, you know what his management style is because he's a nurturer. This guy prefers to work with younger players and he's got a proven track record of developing players. Do you know what I mean? The same can't be said for this manager. We don't know him.
Yeah,
like, none of us know him.
We don't know what he's done and what he's doing.
We don't know his management style. We don't know his personality. We don't know nothing.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about him. So we don't know how he's dealing with the players on the individually. We don't know. Like, it's all speculation. Do you know what I mean? And it's all speculation driven by the club. That's all it is. We do not know how they're dealing with certain players. We don't know. We also know if a manager likes a player, that he will publicly praise them and stuff like that because he done it with Tony. You know, like that.
And another thing is with him criticizing Sancho, I don't think because people have said, oh, maybe he's done it to motivate him. I just think he made a mistake. That's all I think it is. I don't think he was thinking about it consciously and was like, right, I'm going to criticize Sancho to try and get the most out of him because I've tried everything else. I think he was asked the question
Yeah, and he
answered the
answered
question
it.
honestly
That's
in his
nonsense.
mind, and
Because if
he's made a mistake with it. That's where
yeah,
I
because
think
if
he's
you know the
gotten it.
player, you don't criticize him publicly and think it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, I don't think he's, and yeah, and I don't think that was his thinking, because I've seen people say that, like, oh, did he do it to get the best out of Sancho? No,
No.
Sancho's not his player. I've said this before. I'll
That's
say this
it.
again.
Sancho's not
He
his
should-
player. He
shouldn't
don't
be
like
moved on.
him, and he don't care. Like, you know them ones. That's all it is, bro. Like, let's stop pretending. They say now he's giving him chance because he hasn't given him chances.
Not this
You know
season,
them
no.
ones.
Definitely
It would
no
be different. It
chances.
would be completely different, yeah, if he kept giving him chances and he kept underperforming like what he's doing with Anthony. Do you know what I mean? The reason why people are fed up with Anthony is because Anthony has been given multiple
seen the levels
opportunities to
he's at.
start
Yeah.
and start, yeah, and he ain't done nothing. You know, like that.
Yeah, and that's where the
That's
disconnect
why.
came. And that's why I said there's been a disconnect between the two, because we've seen him play false nine to a decent level all preseason long. We get to the start of the Premier League and we've seen Rashford, we've seen Martial, and we've seen Højlund all start ahead of him. So how do you go from first choice and being in contention all preseason to then we start the season and you don't even get an opportunity to play as a false nine? There's been a disconnect, whatever the disconnect may be. Jadon Sancho, once he leaves the club, will probably come out and do an interview and state, look, this is what happened between us. Because even the statement Sancho made wasn't solely in response to what Ten Hag had said. He said, I've been scapegoated for weeks. That's not just what Ten Hag stated. I'm unsure as to what it is, but something has gone on. And yeah, Ten Hag is definitely at fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've said that. I've backed Ten Hag. I think
But there
the
you
vast
go.
majority
And
of
this
the
is it.
criticism
Like,
over the
Ten
top is
Hag,
on
yeah,
him.
didn't publicly criticize Maguire, yeah, and it's clear that he don't rate him as a player, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he didn't need to throw Sancho under the bus.
He didn't have to
He
criticize
didn't.
him. No, he just made a
he
mistake.
didn't
in
need
my
to.
opinion.
It wasn't even criticizing him. No, he didn't criticize him. He threw him under the bus. Criticizing someone, yeah, is after the game if they do something wrong and you just say, oh, you know what, like he knows he should do better or he should be doing better there. Or even to the worst extent of when Harry Redknapp said, oh, my wife would have scored that. That's
Oh, that's
criticizing
crazy.
someone.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But that's criticizing someone. What he done, yeah, was he threw man under the bus after man lost a game that he didn't even feature in.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And he turned the whole attention, yeah, of the game to one player. That's throwing a man under the bus. That's not no criticizing.
And that's why I said he got it wrong and he shouldn't have done that. And they would have spoken about it. That's why I think Sancho took the tweet down, because I think they've had the conversation about it. Will he play again? Yes, I think he will play again. Will Sancho be a success here? I've said this. No, I don't think he will be successful here. I think he's a supremely talented player, and I think once he moves on, we'll see the best of him. But we just won't see the best of him here. I said, centrally, could he have some success? That's why I was looking forward to watching him play in the false nine role. But it doesn't seem now he's going to get the opportunity. Maybe with the Anthony situation, leave of absence, he does play right-hand side. Hopefully.
This is what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, man said, someone said, is there a dimension where simply Ten Hag told the truth?
Potential. Yeah, go on. You respond to this first. Go for it.
Maybe. But then even if he did tell the truth, yeah, he still dealt with it wrong.
Yeah.
Like
And
there's no realm, yeah, in which he dealt with it right, bro. Because
Facts.
say, for instance, in some weird way, because first it was he wasn't training well, and then it was, oh yeah, he was late. Which one is it? You know, like that. Which
Yeah.
one is it? Do you know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
what you're
Firstly, and secondly, yeah, if that's the case, yeah, and we're dropping players from squads because they're not training well, why don't you stop dropping players from squads, yeah, because they're not playing well? Because there's loads of players this season in matches are not playing well, so why are you not dropping them?
Yeah, you go down that road. And yeah, it's a new perspective. I stated that in regards to, is there a dimension? That's why I'm not siding with Sancho. That's why I'm not siding with Ten Hag, because we simply don't know. I said that from the jump. I said it on this very show at the start. I said, we don't know if he's training well or not. It's one man's word against the other. That's why I never picked a side. What I will say is, I agree with Rants on that. Ten Hag shouldn't have said it publicly. That's my biggest issue. Because now this is a conversation because of what Ten Hag has stated.
And now it's not even a conversation, it's a witch hunt now, because everyone's taking their turn, yeah, to kick my man while he's down now. And bro, you got to realize, remember, the reason, when I started to realize what kind of character Sancho was, yeah, was after the England thing when the man missed the penalties, yeah. He just deactivated his Instagram and just said, "Bun this blood."
Yeah, which is right.
You know,
That's
like,
the correct move
because
to do.
he said, "Listen, I'm not even dealing with this, bro. Let me just live my life, innit?" You know, like that. That's all it is. So you can tell that he's a brother that just wants to be left alone. So the fact that he put himself out there, yeah, and even replied, yeah, knowing that there was going to be a backlash, that's how you know that he feels like he's been wronged, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And because I know the crap that goes on at football clubs, I'm not willing to side with the manager on this. Not at all, blood.
Yeah.
Not at all, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because we've seen this a million times,
Yeah.
bro. And someone said I don't know what CR7 said about the manager. I'll be real. I don't know what he said about his man management. I have
Yeah,
no
and in
idea.
regards to the man management, I can't say it lacks a certain level because all managers, even if they're the best at man management, are going to get things wrong. You are going
Yep.
to not get along with players. You are gonna. I think he handled the Cristiano Ronaldo situation fantastically from a man managed standpoint. He didn't jump in straight away and get rid of him and kick up a fuss. He gave Ronaldo enough rope to hang himself. Very similar with Harry Maguire. Very similar with David De Gea. They are instances where the manager's man management skills have been good. Is he going to get it wrong? Yes, you're dealing with 25 players, 25 different personalities. You are going to clash with some. You are going to get things wrong. The best thing to do, limit it. This Sancho one is the first one I look at and go, nah, that's not it. But I look at Maguire, Ronaldo, Sancho, dropping Rashford, Garnacho when he's mentioned it. Got him all right. I have no issue with the manager overall. I trust his man management overall. But is he going to get things wrong? Yes, same way good
Every
players are
manager
going to
gets
perform
things wrong.
poorly. Yeah, good managers.
100%.
Good players are going to perform poorly from time to time. That will happen.
Sure. And this, he said, he dealt with it wrong. Fine, I agree. But if Sancho doesn't show commitment, consistent commitment, not even you would let him ruin your reputation. But here's the thing, again. What do you mean? Like, you are speculating when you're saying consistent commitment. Because again, remember the same thing happened with Anthony Martial when people were trying to make Martial the villain, yeah, even though Jose bought Alexis, yeah, when Martial was playing well, took his shirt off his back. He'd been treated badly by the club. Forget about the injuries, yeah. Martial was treated very badly by Jose Mourinho and the football club. And everyone seemed to think that, because he was withdrawn and stuff and that is his fault. Bro, you were abusing this guy. Do you know what I mean? Don't tell me that this club never promised Sancho everything, brought him here, because he had choices. He didn't need to come here. Right. They brought him here. They promised him the number 7 shirt, which they then gave to CR7, yeah, from Cavani, and then gave to Mason Mount, even though he was at the club. And I'm sure that's not the only promise that he was given that didn't materialize, bruv. You man don't know what's going on. And a man are just talking like saying that and then saying he's not showing commitment. Bro, he was our best player in pre-season.
And speculation in regards to him doesn't show consistent commitment. New perspective. What is that, number one? And number two, if the manager plays Jadon Sancho and Jadon Sancho does not perform to a certain level, well, the manager takes some of the criticism, yes, but Jadon Sancho will take the majority of the criticism. That's
for sure.
He's not going to
man talk about consistent commitment. Luke Shaw's been fat for 8 years.
Yeah, it's not his sign. The reason why he won't take the vast majority of the criticism with Sancho, Ten Hag, because it's not his signing. He's not brought him in. He'll take the most of the criticism with Anthony because it's his signing. He'll take the most of the criticism of a Mason Mount, your signing. Same way he'll get the praise of a Casemiro, a Martinez, a Onana if it works out. And Onana's look good so far. That's how it works. So yeah, Jadon Sancho not performing well is not on the manager like that. He's not. You're not all gonna look at Ten Hag and go, "That's terrible. That's on you." We're looking more so at Jadon Sancho.
100%. And this comment, he said, this is why Sancho shouldn't have put the tweet out. No tweet, no rumors. He said you have to be smart, don't bite the hand that feeds you. I don't agree at all. At the end of the day, as a human being, if you feel like you're being unfairly attacked or victimized, you have the right to stand up for yourself.
Stand up for yourself. You are open to being critiqued wherever you critique.
Facts.
Ten Hag critiqued him publicly, therefore he's well within his right to critique back. And when you say when you're in a weak position, Sancho's not in a weak position. Sancho leaves Manchester United, cool. Like, what are we talking about? Don't let your job position, and I use that in quotation marks, dictate you standing up for yourself or not. Like, Sancho's going to be fine regardless. Whether he stays at Manchester United, leaves, whether he plays or whether he does not play. Because even if he was banging in goals and performing well, I would still tell him to respond. Don't let somebody lie on your name. I wouldn't let somebody. That's just me personally. That's why I've not criticised Sancho, because I would have done the exact same thing.
And this is what I'm trying to say, bro. So it's like, this is my problem, because the manager's been so inconsistent, yeah, with how he's dealt with players, because we knew he wanted De Gea out. Do you know what I'm saying? But he didn't throw him under the bus. We
Yeah, he
knew
was
that he
smart with
wanted
that.
Maguire out. He took the armband off him, but he didn't throw him under the
Smart
bus.
with that as well. I think he was smart with both of
You
them.
see what I'm trying to say? So he's shown that he can do the diplomatic thing.
Yeah,
Do you know
and
what I
be
mean?
smart.
He's shown that he can do that.
Yeah, be smart with it. But with the Sancho thing, he decides to be. Yeah, like I said, Sancho's the first one I look at from a public standpoint, and when he got it wrong.
And they're
that's
saying he
it.
lied to Ronaldo. Of course he lied to Ronaldo, blood, because
Good.
he knew that Ronaldo, he knew that Ronaldo was a big influential player in the dressing room, and he couldn't afford an unhappy Ronaldo in the dressing room. So he probably lied to him just to keep him happy before he could throw him out.
Yeah,
you know,
before he
like
shipped
that,
him out.
like yeah.
And he dealt with that
100%.
situation perfectly because after Ronaldo left, we got better people. People forget that. The Ronaldo situation, forget how Manchester United look now. At that point, everybody was playing, everybody had improved individually bar Ronaldo. And we got better after he left. Even with a Weghorst coming into the side, the team got better. Remember the amount of good results he was getting. There's a reason for that. Winning a trophy, having the second best home record in the Premier League. Is there still levels to go? Yes, but let's not act like the way he dealt with Ronaldo was wrong. No, he dealt with Ronaldo correctly. And you know this by where Ronaldo ended up. There's a reason he went Saudi Arabia. There was no top European clubs in for Cristiano Ronaldo. You had the Burnley manager on TV say he was in the Championship at the time. Now I wouldn't take him. Can't run.
This is it. So yes, he probably did lie to Ronaldo. He probably did. Do you know what I'm saying? That was his way of manipulating the situation. Yeah, you know what? It probably would have. Ronaldo probably would have respected him more as a man. Yeah, if he said to him, "Listen, you're not gonna play for me, innit? Like I don't rate your thing." But at the same time, Ronaldo would have still kicked off anyway,
Yeah, he would,
regardless.
because Ronaldo didn't. The thing is, he was utilizing Ronaldo the best. Ronaldo off the bench was the way forward. Because the best games we seen of Ronaldo during that time period under Ten Hag, when he came off the bench, if I remember correctly, he came off the bench against Arsenal. I think when we beat them at Old Trafford and was involved in the third goal, he scored the winner away at Everton. Coming off the bench, because I believe Martial got injured and it was a good goal. They're his two best performances, and there's probably more. Ronaldo off the bench made sense.
It
You're
made a
looking
lot of
to go,
sense,
makes
especially at
sense.
his age and that. But
Yeah.
Ronaldo thought
You could start
that he
week in,
was
week
better
out.
than he thought he was better than that. Do you
But
know
it
what I'm
turns out
saying?
you're
That's what I'm saying. And this is what it is. So, bruv, we don't even know. And this is the thing, like Sancho hasn't been given the chance that Anthony's had. He hasn't.
not in
Do you
terms
know
of
what I'm
set,
saying?
like set week in, week out, playing
No.
week in, week out
He
in the same
hasn't.
position.
He has not, bro.
That's
Like,
fair.
that's the only way, yeah, where you can really, really tell. Do you know what I mean? And even when you look at Mason Mount as well, yeah, we've seen from Mason Mount start to Man United, yeah, that like the manager sees him as a starter, innit? Like you can see it because he starts him and he's been pouring
started
every
first.
game, innit?
He's pouring
But you
them
can
this
see
season.
that in the manager's head that he's a starter. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? And anyone that's played football at any level, yeah, knows, yeah, that you see when you're at a team and you know, yeah, that even if you don't play well or whatever, you know that, yo, I'm the winger for this team, bro. Like, there's a certain level of performance you're gonna play. There's a certain level you're gonna play at when you know that. I said the same thing with even what's his name, when Oli brought in Agallo, bro. Like, Agallo was never. They brought him in, but he'd never played in a Man United team, yeah, up front, yeah, with the first team. He was always in a team that we made
Yeah,
about
it's a
7-8
mismatched
changes.
team. Yeah, he's
Do you know what I
always
mean?
in the
Same with
second
Donny van der Beek as well. Playing him in teams where there's 7-8 man changes, and then if man don't play well, then it's all like, oh well, like you didn't take your chance. But that's not a chance.
Yeah, it's not fair. You still have to perform to a certain level, but it's not giving you the best opportunity to succeed. So I see both sides, yeah. With the
Bruv,
gap,
it's not a chance,
situation.
bro. You know, like that. And the thing is, when you're in the position where you know, yeah, that if you don't play well, you're probably gonna get dropped, even though other men aren't. Like a Sancho, no, like a Rashford or like a Bruno. Do you know what I mean? Or Anthony. Bro, it's a different
It's
ball
nuts.
game, blood. Man, them know, yeah, when you're not getting treated, yeah,
Fairly.
the same way that everyone else is getting treated. You know, blood. Like, you know. You know, like that. Because man saying, oh, Sancho shouldn't reply. No, listen, if you chat shit about me publicly, I have the right to reply, blood, as a
Yes.
man. Because what makes you better than me as another man?
Yeah,
To be
and
chatting
and
my name and I can't
that's
say
it.
nothing. That's crazy.
And it's nothing to do. Seen people say, "Oh, it's because he's high profile player and he plays for Manchester United, or he's paid." Doesn't matter if he's paid 350k a week. Doesn't matter if it's £350 a week. Doesn't matter if it's £3.50 a week. If you critique me publicly, I can critique back publicly. There's nothing wrong with what people can call it unprofessional. Call me unprofessional. Couldn't care less about being unprofessional. Why is no one calling the manager unprofessional for doing what he did? Why is it okay for the manager to be unprofessional, but the players not to be unprofessional? What kind of shit is that? What is that?
And this is all it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? Said Ten Hag, but Jaden needs to come to the party, answer it on the pitch. Introvert or not, we can all agree he hasn't fulfilled his potential. Yeah, but to answer it on the pitch, you got to be played.
Yeah, and here's the thing is with that, Yusuf, I've been critical of Sancho's performances on the pitch. Not this season because he's barely played.
Everyone has, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying last season, he didn't perform well enough. When he was on the pitch, he did not perform to a level that was like, okay, you should like... Pellistri is a prime example. We've not seen him start with the first team, but he's put in good enough performances when given opportunity where the general consensus is, let's give him a run. That's been it. I think most fans will say, let's see Pellistri in the starting lineup because he's put in performances of a certain level. So, yeah, I will not defend Sancho's poor performances on the pitch. I don't think he was good enough last season. I said we should have sold him all summer long because it's not going to work here. However, I'm not going to, because he's been poor on the pitch, allow off-the-field criticism because that's nothing to do with Jadon Sancho, the footballer. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. And man said this is exactly it. Bruno, Shaw, Rashford, and now Mount. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Them man, no matter how bad they play, they know that they're going to play. You can't tell me that doesn't affect your level. Of course it
definitely
does.
affects your level, of course. Because it's very unfair knowing it's dead certs that don't matter what their performance levels are. Which then could impact your training. Because it's like, I can train exceptionally well, and then the players in my position can play week in, week out, pour 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, and I never get my opportunity. My motivation is naturally going to dwindle in training and just in general. Because it's like, I'm not going to get a fair shot. But hey.
That's it. Interesting to me how Ten Hag doesn't want... Bruv, and even the Van de Beek situation's crazy to me. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you don't know what issues Sancho had at Dortmund. You don't know.
Again, yeah, we got to stop talking like
you're
that.
You're speculating because if you knew that to be the case, Man United knew that to be the case, they wouldn't have spent that money on him.
Yeah,
wouldn't have made no sense.
That manager at that time, whoever that was at Dortmund, could also have been unfairly criticised. Potentially. I'm not saying Ten Hag's wrong, people. I'm just saying both managers can be wrong. Let's stop talking like it's gospel. We don't know what happened. We don't know because we weren't at Dortmund training and we're not at Manchester United training. Not saying one's wrong or one's right. I'm saying collectively, us publicly, do not know. So we can't state those things. Let's stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Man said I clearly don't have a boss. I don't have a boss, and that's the reason why I don't have a boss, because I don't let no one chat to me however I want. But even if you do have a boss, bro, man, that doesn't give them the right to chat to you however they want. It doesn't.
Our killed is dead. I've done many jobs. You know what I'm saying? I've had more jobs before I was doing this. I've had more jobs than Uncle Rockers people. I've done so many different jobs. I've called out bosses. So what are we talking about? I've had bosses call me out publicly in front of other staff members, and we've had a big old argument. Now, if you pull me to the side, pull me in the office, criticize me privately, and whether I think it's unfair or not, I'll take that. But don't try and embarrass me and speak publicly. So to that thing, I've had many bosses, because like I said, I've had many different jobs, and I will criticize, but I don't care who it is, whether it's the boss, team leader, the owner of the place. If I lose the job, so be it. You're not going to speak to me and embarrass me anyway just because you pay me a certain amount. There's no amount of money you can pay me to talk to me a certain way. That's just my decorum and how I'm raised and how I'm built. I've spoke back to family members. What's a boss? I've had arguments with my mum. I've had arguments with uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters. What we talking about? Like, I don't know who, like, I'm not saying who, like, everyone's raised different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like, Julius from every, I'm not with that. The whole thing about, oh, yeah, because it's my boss, you can talk to me a certain way. No titles allowing you to talk to me anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just how I'm built and how I've been raised and that. Don't let anyone talk down to you because they paying you X amount. Fuck all that.
Yeah, 100%. You know, like that. And this is the thing, bro. Like, it's a violation because a man's coming out, and man are talking about your character now. This ain't about football no more.
Yes.
Because when you're telling people that I'm not training well, then you're telling them you're assassinating my character.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're doing. It's not about football no more.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you said, oh, you know what, like, well, you shouldn't really be saying anything, you know, like that. But if you had man on the bench and you said, oh, why didn't you use him? You could have said, oh, I don't think didn't think it was the kind of game for him or whatever.
The type of game for you could
They've done these things.
That.
He's done these things with Ronaldo.
He's smart enough, man. It wasn't the right game for him.
Come on, bro. Do you know what I mean? But when you're saying, that he's not training well, you are assassinating man's character, and also you're doing it, in a place where, as a manager, it's like, cool, if the player doesn't defend himself, then cool. Now the media are gonna run with this narrative, and they're gonna be cooking me, but I can't defend myself.
Yeah,
you man are idiots if you think, you think that a man could chat about it public and man ain't saying nothing.
Yeah,
are you crazy?
That's the crazy part I don't get, especially because like with comment sections, and big up to everyone in the comment section.
Bro,
here,
listen, these men are just not from where you're not from where I'm from, innit? Obviously, mentally, you ain't got the strength to survive on this planet. All I'm saying is, thank God, that we live in a civilized planet right now, because I swear down, if this was a few hundred years ago, you man would be food blood. That's what you would be. I'm telling you, because you man are victims. I'll be real.
What is it? I swear, that's just reminded me. Is that a line in Top Boy where man says you're either a monster or you're food or something? I said there's a line. There's a line is you're either a monster or you're food. And that was it. You're either a monster or food, or could never be food. Sully said that.
Bruv, it's true, fam. Bro, you gotta understand, bro. The way man's been raised, fam. No, because you know what it is, Flawless. You know why I get mad, because I feel like, bro, I'm in the wrong time right now. I should have been born maybe like 100 years ago.
I get what you're saying, because you've been raised, and I don't even know like how you've been raised, but I know you've been raised to stick up for yourself. I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not just sticking up for myself, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's, bro, I understand life. Do you know what I mean? I understand life, bro. Do you know what I mean? People forget that we're animals, bro. They forget. Do you know what I'm saying? It's, bro, you either the prey or, you get me? You're either the predator or you're the prey. That's life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Either you have a dream and you build your dream, or you work for someone and build theirs. You know, like that. That's it. You're either the monster, you're the food, blood. Yeah, man. There's no in between.
I could never be food.
Bro, that's it, bro. Listen, I would have been an absolute monster, bro. I'm telling you, I would have ran the village, bro, because I'm not stopping what I'm doing because the big boss is walking through, blood. No.
Yeah.
Do you know, I have to be that guy walking through, blood. Nah, bro. I'll be real.
I hear you, fam, but
I have to be that guy, bro, because I'm not stopping. Oh my God. Do you know what I mean? The big guys coming through. Oh, no. Stop what you're doing. Hide everything and then bow into someone else. Are you crazy?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's not what you're with, but that's what you see in some of the comments that came up. People were saying. But what's crazy is people in the chat are very opinionated on whether it's your opinion, my opinion, or someone else's opinion. But then we'll say, oh, Sancho shouldn't have said anything. Because he's in a position of
he should have just been a victim.
He should have just said nothing. Bear in mind,
he should have just been a victim and let the man them run with the narrative. I rate that he stood up for himself, and I rate everyone that stands up for themselves. Because, bro, you don't need to be a victim in this life, bro. You know what I mean? And you know what it is, in society right now, they glorify being a victim, bro, so much. You know the ones. Everyone wants to be oppressed so badly, bro. There's nothing sexy about being oppressed, bro. You're a victim then.
Facts. It's like, just stand up for yourself, because you don't even necessarily have to be like aggressive and be on the front foot like people. I'm just saying, stand up for yourself. That's it. Even if you work for someone else and you've had a boss, like I said, I've had many bosses. No issue with that whatsoever. But don't let anyone take you for don't get taken for idiot. You know what I'm saying?
But this is it. If you don't draw a line as an employee, bro, before you know it, you're staying and doing the extra hours and you're not getting paid for it.
Managers to take liberties.
Bruv, you're making coffee. You know them ones there. Your manager, your boss, is leaving the office for taking 2-hour lunch breaks, and then coming back, and you ain't had your lunch break, and you're making the coffee, and you're getting violated, and they're still getting their bonus. That's what happens. And then man get upset, and then they go home and take it out on their gal. That's what happens, because you're getting violated at work. Do you know what I mean? And you hold it in, and then bro, that's what these men do.
Because and the reason why some bosses, not all bosses, because there's some great bosses out there, but what some bosses will do is, because they are the boss, they will know that people are fearful because they have that title and try and take liberties. Don't let people take liberties. Bosses will do that. what I'm saying?
But
Not
they
all
will.
bosses, some. They will push
They
because there's
will.
certain employees they'll do it to, and there's certain employees they won't do it to. Like,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
100%. But this is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't ever get twisted in life. It don't matter whether you got a boss or not. Do you know what I'm saying? You stand up for yourself.
Yeah. And there's
You know what
nothing
I'm
wrong
saying?
with that, people. There's
There's
nothing wrong with
that.
standing
It doesn't
up.
make
There's
you a
nothing
bad person
there's
if
nothing
someone says something
unprofessional
about
about
you.
it. There's
No.
nothing unprofessional about it, people. I put unprofessional in quotation
Bro, as a
marks. I've
human
seen
being,
that.
you have a right to defend yourself, either physically or
Well,
verbally.
verbally, yes, 100%.
You have a right to defend yourself. Like,
That's why
do you
I
know
have
what I
no
mean?
issue with what he said. I said it
And
from
that's the
jump.
problem. But the problem is when you defend yourself and you look a certain way, it's a problem.
Yeah. Oh, it's unprofessional, and he should have knocked on the manager's door and all this. Like, no. I would have done exactly what Sancho did. Exactly the same thing.
That's what I mean. Big up Steven for the thing. He said Sancho's this guy. Ten Hag is here to set standards. He's setting big standards. We got slapped 7-0 and he put the same team out the next game.
And
did he not do that?
Yeah,
did he not
do
do
that?
that?
He did
Okay,
do that.
okay.
He did do that. And here the
Okay.
thing is Sancho being late on 250k a week? Stop using his money. If Sancho was on £2.50 a week, guess what? He shouldn't be late. Same way, the players shouldn't be late.
But man are still late, bro.
Yes, the kick
Everyone
man
in this chat is late
has
for
been
work
late. Yeah, I've
every
been late
day,
for
blood.
work. Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, I work from home and I'm still late. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
That I work from home and I'm still, but it doesn't matter if he was on £2.50 a week, if it's a play. The kit man shouldn't be late. The scout shouldn't be late. The tea lady shouldn't be late. But guess what? It's going to happen. And in
Bruv,
regards to
everyone's
backing Ten Hag, I do back Ten Hag, but I don't back him blindly. If I believe he's in the wrong, I'm going to say he's in the wrong. I've backed him more than most. I say all the time, I think the vast majority of the criticism of him is over the top. And I've defended him on this very channel. I've defended him on my own platform. However, I don't back blindly, people. I don't back anybody blindly. And if I believe Ten Hag's in the wrong, guess what? I'm going to say that. That doesn't mean I'm sat here saying Ten Hag out. No, I still think he can be a success here. I still think he can turn the season around. So don't that just because you disagree with one thing or you're Ten Hag. No, I back Ten Hag, just not with this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a smear campaign. That's exactly what it is. Because even if he was late, then say he was late. Then say he was late. Because he's not the first player to be late.
Facts.
You know, like that. Rashford was late, Garnacho was late. Then man got dropped for being late. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're saying that man's not trying in training, that's character assassination. That's completely different. If man just came out and said, oh, yeah, it's this for disciplinary reasons, then cool. Leave it to...
You could have said that, to the imagination.
Just said,
you could have said that.
reason. Just leave it. Do you know what I mean? Leave it mad ambiguous. But when you're being specific like that, man have to defend themselves.
Well, a man said you can say how it feel, but it doesn't help your goal. Then what next? You got to defend yourself regardless. F the goal. F the goal, defend yourself. That's the goal. Defend yourself is
Upholding
the goal.
standards is me. If I'm the manager and we lose 7-0, I'm making 7 changes.
That would have been,
You know them ones that I say, all right, cool, you man ship 7 goals, I'm making
Goals,
7 changes.
7 changes,
blood.
yeah.
I'm gonna,
Make
trust me, the youths are playing today.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
making
like that.
7 changes. You man are training 7 days a week. You know what I'm
Bruv,
saying?
you know,
You're
like
running
that, no
7K
days off.
extra miles.
That's it.
Like, yeah. We do everything in
Brother,
sevens. We do
That's
everything in
it.
sevens.
Man say man are gonna do a 7K run after the game.
Yeah. We do the 7K run after the game. We're doing 7 extra sets of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know
Bro, it's
what
that.
I'm saying? Taking
7
7 days
extra
of
reps,
holidays.
blood. You know, like
7
that,
extra
boy.
reps. Taking 7 days of holidays. The whole 9. Like everything. The whole
Bruv,
7.
it's all that. You know them ones. That's how you set standards.
Yeah.
You know, like that. That's how you set standards, bro. You don't set standards by losing a game 7-0, and then play the same players.
That's fair.
No, it makes sense. Man
That's
said you're
a
training for
fair
7
assessment.
hours tomorrow. You know,
Yeah,
like that.
facts. Everything
Bro,
sevens. We do it because he actually, the crazy thing is he did that after when we got beat by, I believe it was Brentford, and Brentford ran 4 kilometers more than us, and then Manchester United the next day ran 4 kilometers, like that type of thing. That's the way to go about it. But like I say, managers are gonna get things right and get things wrong. I fuck with that though. That he did that against, I believe it was the Brentford game last season.
But this is the thing, though. You know what it is, yeah? You know what's funny as well? The unfortunate thing for Sancho right now, and it was similar to Pogba at the same time, where they're the easy guys to blame, when the manager's underperforming and man don't want to blame the manager.
Yeah.
You know them ones. Remember, it was the same with Oli. No one wanted to blame Oli, so they decided, cool, we're going to blame Pogba, but really, Oli was fucking up. You know them ones, like,
Facts.
really and truly, like, this manager is clearly making bad decisions, and instead of people calling him out on it because they think it's too early,
And that's
or they're afraid of the backlash that they're gonna get, because man got linked with El Ghazi, bruv, yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, we've never been linked with a player as bad as him probably since Longstaff or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And that was another Ollie Carrick thing as well. So, you know what it is, yeah? It's like, because people don't want to look at this manager and actually start to look at some of the stuff he's done and hold him accountable, they're like, you know what? We need someone to blame. This fan base always needs somewhere.
Rather, because they can't look at it logically and look at everything on a case-by-case basis. You can back Ten Hag and be Ten Hag in, which I am, people. I'm Ten Hag in.
100%.
I back Ten Hag. But when I see something I don't like or something I say, that's wrong, I'm going to call it out. And I'm either going to be proven wrong or right. If he picks a certain
Plenty
lineup
of people
against
were
Brighton-
not criticizing Ollie. Ollie was, brother.
Yeah,
Ollie
yeah,
got
that's true.
so
That's true.
much life, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And this is it. Even with Pochettino at Chelsea, it's similar. It's like Pochettino's doing a lot of bozo things at Chelsea right now.
And he's being called out by the Chelsea fans,
And he's
rightfully
being
so.
called out because Chelsea fans have standards.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Man United fans don't have standards no more. They haven't had standards for a long time.
A
You know
lot
what
of the
I'm
fans
saying?
haven't. It is just
For-
more so their favourites. Because the thing is, with Ten
Yeah.
Hag, like I said, he's done good things, but you can also critique. I critiqued Sir Alex
Bro, Man
Ferguson.
United
I've seen
fans,
Liverpool
yeah,
fans
are
critique Klopp.
tribal for tribal's sake. Do you know what I mean? They want to talk like we're a big club, but they don't want to act like one.
Yeah, because they just
Do you
want
know
to
what I'm saying?
back the manager blindly. That's why the super chat came up before saying, "Oh, back Ten Hag." It's like no one's not backing Ten Hag.
Bro,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
you have
this
to
channel was
earn.
Ollie Therapy back.
Yeah.
back in the day.
Bruv, you
once.
have to earn, yeah, my support every single day, blood. You know them ones there? Every single
Yeah.
day, fam. It doesn't matter who you are. Even if you're my gal, blood, you have to earn, yeah, the right to be my gal every day. Because it only takes one bad day for this to be over, fam.
Yeah, and that's
You know,
right.
like
you
that.
should have standards for anyone around you and vice versa. That's how you reach whatever
You need to
your
have
goals may
standards
be
for
and
yourself. You need to
and
have standards
productive
for how your
relationships.
friends, friends behave. If your friends behave a certain way, you cut them off, bro.
You cut them
You
off.
don't say, oh, you
Yes.
know what, like,
It's
like,
my guy,
we've
I've
been
known him
through a
for 10
lot.
years.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that. Like, if you start behaving in a way that I don't like and I don't recognize, I can't be around. You can't be my brethren no more. Do you know what I mean? And that same goes for everyone. Like, everyone's constantly, like I said before, everyone's got to pay their rent every day, blood. You know, like that. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's eating good, whether it's maintaining a friendship or a relationship, bro. Nothing is given. You have to
it's
pay your
something-
rent every single day, blood. Do you know what I mean? I have to make content every single day if I want my channel to grow. If I don't pay my rent every day and give you lot the content, my channel's gonna go backwards. People will stop subscribing. People might unsubscribe because they're not getting content. The algorithm gets effed. Man don't get paid, blood.
Facts.
You know, like that. You have to pay your rent every single day, blood. Eric Ten Hag has to pay his rent every single day.
Single day. You're at
And
Manchester
right
United.
now-
You're under the spotlight.
Yep. And right
Under
now,
the spotlight.
he's missed a lot of payments. He's missed a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And because he's missed a lot of payments, do you know what I'm saying? Boy, the bailiffs are at the door, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? You better pick up the payments, fam. You better pick them up.
And yeah, that's legit fair. And yes, Steven Ten Hag has done mistakes and definitely has room to improve. I've said this: Sancho's not his player, and we should have sorted this out and moved him on in the summer. That's a whole different conversation. Anybody can be dropped. Sancho ain't safe. He can't. No one's ever said that Sancho's not safe. I've not criticized Ten Hag for him in regards to how he's treated Sancho on the pitch. My only criticism of him with Sancho is what he said. I've not criticized him for not playing him. I've not criticized him for he gave him opportunities last season. Sancho didn't deliver. He didn't perform enough to a decent enough level where I go, all right, you deserve a start or a run. So that's just me.
Yeah. A man saying if he sack him, we're not going to prove with these players. Bro, he signed a lot of them.
Like,
So-
that's why you have to put it on him in regards
Yeah,
to
he
sack,
signed
but
a lot of them. You know them ones there, bro. Look how much money he spent. Look how much
spent-
money he spent. He spent a lot
It's
of
his
money,
team.
yeah? And he spent it on more bad players than good players.
It's his team now. You know what I'm saying? Because
You know
the
what I'm
thing is,
saying?
Marvin, the players are actually, because I've already said I will push the vast majority of this team off a cliff because I don't rate it. The players I actually do rate and have faith in are his signings. Your Casemiro's, Martinez, Onana, Ericsson. They're the players.
Even though I believe Casemiro was coming anyway, so I don't credit him with the Casemiro signing because that was definitely a club signing.
I look at it and I go, the signings that he's made while he's been here, they're the ones you are actually like, okay, it's calm. It's everyone. It's the Luke Shaws that have been here the longest. Wan-Bissakas who are not good enough. Your Brunos who are not good enough. Mount's a horrible signing. Anthony's not working out, etc. Martial, all them type of players need to be moved on. I'm tired
That's
of them,
it.
man. The man
The man
before
said
him.
starting Garnacho twice was far more concerning than what he said about Sancho. But again, this is what I mean. That's a strike
mistake.
against his name.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Starting Garnacho 2 games in a row, and those were 2 of the worst performances I've seen in a red shirt ever.
He was bad.
Do you know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's another strike against his name. This is my point. This is exactly my point. So let's not pretend, yeah, that this is just about the Sancho thing. You got to pay your rent every day. Do you know what I mean? And he's been missing payments for a minute, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's been missing payments for a minute. Like, that thing's crazy. Malacia hasn't been a success. You can't say he has
I
been.
can't say, I wouldn't say, I don't think he's been a failure, but
He's shown potential. I wouldn't say that he's been a failure, but he hasn't been a success. It's too early to say he's been a success.
Success is too far. Malacia is in the boat where I go. It's such a shame he's injured now because I wanted to see him get a run. I want to see him get a run to see what that level you're at.
It's to be seen. It's to be seen, yeah. Cass is not a lone 6, yeah. And the manager's been using him as a lone 6, so the manager's been using him wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? That's another strike against his name. Lissandro has been a success. Like, it's not debatable. Anthony has not been a success. No. Mount has not been a success. Mount and Anthony have been 2 of his most expensive players.
Them ones are the ones. They're so bad, those 2. Especially Mount.
Do you know what I'm saying? And someone's saying Malacia's 24, so he's not a prospect. Cool. If you want to judge him as a 24-year-old,
yeah,
like
he's not a prospect, but we got to take into consideration he was 12 million. Because if he was 112 million, we'd be looking at him like 112 million. Yes, he's not a prospect. When I say that, I'm talking in terms of we've just not seen him get a run. I want to see Malacia to get a run to gauge the level where he's at. Luke Shaw's been here almost a decade. I know the level Luke Shaw is at. How good is Malacia? Let's give him a run of fight because I like the attributes he has. I liked enough of his performances where I go, let's give him a run. Same way I look at Hoyland, for instance, I go, let's give him a run and see the levels he's at. In regards to your Shaws and your Mounts and play, I know where they're at. Not good enough. Not good enough.
No, you're right. Yeah. This is it. And this is a great super chat. You know what I mean?
Big up Sheik, man. He a real one. Yeah, Tanage, Sir Alex, even Sir Alex was criticising that. Yeah, we've seen the best managers ever and the best players ever get criticised. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Like, and for someone who came in with a reputation of analysing the game, he's got a lot of choices wrong. Bro, the guy played Bruno left wing against Liverpool. Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? So, like, bro, there's so many strikes against his name. People think I'm mad. And you know what it is, yeah? I'm always the first guy, like, out of all the prominent personalities on this platform, yeah, to call out managers. And I'm always the one that takes the backlash, and I'm always the one that laughs at the end. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm always the one that laughs at the end. And the thing is with me,
you will jump earlier than
I would,
most.
brother.
Like
I jump early, blood.
Yeah, you'll jump earlier than me.
Bro,
yeah.
You know certain men stand at the edge and they're like, rah, like, they're looking down like, yo, this is deep. Bro, I just walk up to the end and I'm like, you know, straight away, bro. You know, like, bro, man don't even look down. I'm like, I'm jumping, fam. You know, like, bro, this is me. But I ain't got no time for this. Like, and I'll be real, like, me, I'm the most disappointed. I want to be wrong so badly. Do you know what I'm saying? The reason why I want to be wrong, yeah, is because, bro, like, listen, the Dutch influence, the whole thing, bro. I wanted him to be successful so badly, bro. Yeah. Like, I wanted a Dutch manager. I wanted to play possession football. I wanted a philosophy. I wanted all of these things. He's robbed me of that. He sold me a dream.
He did sell you a dream.
Bro, I thought he was going to come in. Man are going to be playing this Van Gaal, like, Freemason football triangles everywhere, blood. You know them ones? I thought we was going to be doing that. And instead, he's come with this haram football, blood. I can't believe it.
It is ugly. It is ugly.
It's horrible. It is. Do you know what I mean? Bro, like, bro, it's sackable. It's offensive, bro. It's worse than Ollie's, bro.
It is very ugly.
Bro, it's worse than Ollie ball, bro. Like, people don't want to say it, yeah? But it's worse than Ollie ball. This football that we're playing right now is way worse than Ollie ball. Because at least with Ollie, yeah, we had the players, and at least
we had the offensive play. We had the offensive players. The attack was much better. Like, even though we got better defensive players now, he had the best attacking players. And just back to that last super chat from Stephen. I'm not saying sack Ten Hag. Let me just reiterate that. Just because I've been here being critical of him now, and I've been critical over him in this situation, don't sack him. No. I'm not Ten Hag. I'm very clear and very specific. No, I don't want Ten Hag sacked. And if I had the power to sack him right now, 13th of September, would I sack him? No.
And bro,
Absolutely
this
not.
is another thing, yeah. We thought he was going to be a footballing manager, remember? And we
Yeah, we
thought
did think
Wan-Bissaka was out the door. This guy's managed to muscle his way back into the team ahead of Dallo. You see the performance that Dallo put in against Arsenal, yeah, against Saka. Man can't tell me this guy can't play.
Oh, yeah, Dalot's one of them.
Bro, the guy's
he can do a job at times. He can
Bruv,
do a job,
he's
and
an
we've seen it.
offensive fullback and he's a better footballer than Wan-Bissaka.
Absolutely.
And he's been playing second fiddle to Wan-Bissaka, yeah, because this manager don't want to play football, bro. He don't want to play football. And this is why, yeah, I can't. It goes against, yeah. It goes against everything that I stand for as a football man. Forget Man United. Champion this football that this guy's playing, especially when I'm seeing Tottenham play better football than us. What is this?
First. That's a fair assessment because we was expecting, I was expecting more possession-based football. So now I'm like, all right, if you're gonna go this way, like I've said before, go and get the best players for this style and make sure you get results. And for it to be
but Mason Mount isn't that guy, so that shows that he can't even identify players to play the football.
I've said that there's on your platform. You know what I'm saying, we had the talk in the summer about him as a child. Dave, there was an individual video on it, and I said it was a horrible signing. And yeah, we're even doing transition football because when you look at the players we've signed, because I thought he was gonna at least go pace and power. He's got energy. When you look at the players we signed, it's energetic players. We were linked to Cucurella, energetic. Reguilon, energetic. Amrabat, even though I rate him, energetic. Mount, energetic. Bruno, energetic. He's gone with that more energetic way. There is players who have the pace and power, like Højlund has the pace and power, also energetic. That's what he's going with, players who are busy.
Bro, but this is what we thought we got a disciple of Johan Cruyff, yeah, but we got the Jose Mourinho version. You know them ones? Yeah. You know them ones where Jose was at Barca? You know them ones there, like with
He didn't know nothing at Barca. You know
he didn't know nothing at Barca, blood. You know them ones when you see Jose was at, you know when you look at man's CV and you see Barcelona and you think, and then you see the football and it's haram, blood. This is exactly what it... Brother, let me tell you something, yeah? Like, this brother ain't no Johan nothing, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? None of that, bro. I'll be real. Like, this thing is, bro, the football that he plays is offensive. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, and you're not allowed to hold man accountable. Bro, I'm sorry, I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not that guy. I can never be that guy. Football's not good.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? The football is not good, bro. And when you see what Postecoglou's done in a shorter space of time, without the money, without the depth of players, bruv, it's inexcusable, blood. Like, man, forget, bro. Ollie Ball was terrible, but bruv, the games were better to watch than this. Yeah, bro, watching Man United now is painful.
We had the better offensive players than the Ollie, but watching us is not great. It's all just about getting results, and I'm hoping somehow we can turn it around. You throw Amrabat and Højlund in there,
Nah, bro, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
He's not lying. LJ's he's not lying with this. Because you know what? El Ghazi was such a bad link that I couldn't even remember him playing. Like, I knew he was at Villa and that's all I knew about him. I have no idea about his level. I'm like, how have we been linked with someone like that? Like, how? But hey, thank God it wasn't real. Thank God.
It's crazy though. Do you know what I'm saying? Anana's different in goal, bro. Like, bro, I'm more comfortable with him on the ball than Bruno.
Yeah, he's cold on the ball.
Yeah, bro, he's more comfortable on the ball. I
see man on the halfway line. I'm like, what's going on?
Bruv, he's more comfortable on the ball than our captain, bruv. You know, like
that. Got that many. Hey, bump up the likes.
No, we're on 400 likes still, but we need more. We got over 1,000 in here. We need to get up to 600 people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Get to 600 likes, man. What we doing?
Yeah, that's it. You say, you know what's a red flag with Ten Hag? That Wan-Bissaka U-turn. Bro, listen, I don't miss anything, guys. The one thing about me is I'm detail orientated, bro. My whole life is that, bro. Like, I don't miss small things, innit? And remember, Wan-Bissaka was out the door at one point, and all of a sudden he starts every game, and that tells you that the manager has done a U-turn.
Yeah.
He's done a U-turn on what his original plan was when he came in.
And we should have like, I don't know why we didn't sign a new right back. I said this all along. Even if you wanted to keep Wan-Bissaka, sign a right back. What's going on? Like, what's happening? Don't get it. Don't understand it.
Yeah. Man said people forget how awful Ollie Ball was. Nah,
I've forgotten
bro.
about it. That's why I
Nah,
can't
bro.
even compare it.
Nah,
I've
there were
forgotten.
times, yeah. Bruv, listen, there were times under Ollie where we were shelling, and even Mourinho as well. Remember
Oh
that,
yeah,
bruv?
during yeah. I
Bruv,
remember lockdown. There was that
bruv,
period of
man,
time where we
remember
scored
that,
3+ goals in like
bruv,
5 games in a row or
bruv, we
something
were
like
just
that.
scoring goals, blood. You know, like that, bro. Listen, and the thing is, even with Ollie Ball, even when we were losing, bro, I'm telling you, yeah, consistently, Man United, watching Man United now, this is the most disjointed I've ever seen a team, blood. They look like they don't know what they're doing, bruv.
So bad.
Who did we lose 7-0 to under Ollie?
Yeah, we lost 5-0 to that team. I hear you.
Yeah, 7, bro. And bro, it was 0-0 at half time, flawless, I swear.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 1. I think it was 1-0. Yeah, it was 1-0.
Oh, 1-0, they scored
I
just
think it was
before
1-0.
half time, yeah. And
they
it could have
scored just
been.
before half time.
You see what I mean, bro?
Yeah,
and
it
we
was.
could have been 1-0 up as well. Like it was a Bandulu thing. Bruv, man can
Yeah.
see the 6 in one half, bro.
Yeah, it
Listen,
was awful.
I'm not even trying to hear that, bro. I'll be real. You know, like that? Because it's like, even under that fraud Ollie, yeah, it's like, I kind of knew what football we were going to play. With this team, I don't even know what we're going to play.
You don't know what we're going to get. Because at least, like you said, with Ollie, there was the attacking players, there was the individual brilliance. You know what I'm saying? That could help us. But the reason why I can't compare the two, because I forgot about Ollie Ball. I've wiped that from my memory. Like, I legit don't. Like, people mentioned earlier in the chat and was like, yo, this channel was like Ollie Ball therapy back then. And I've wiped
Bruv,
that
still,
from my
remember,
memory.
I swear under Ollie, didn't we smash Leipzig like in,
Yeah, we
in
beat
the
him 5-0.
Champions League?
Yeah, we beat him 5-0 when
You
Rashford
know them
scored the
ones.
hat-trick.
Where's our 5-0 under Ten Hag, bro? Like I need to feel that. I need to feel that happiness, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think we can beat anyone 5-0 with this manager.
Not with this team, no, because we don't create enough and don't score enough. We're not scoring 5. No,
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, where is it, bro?
no.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not like 110%.
Like
I'm
I
just hoping
remember,
with everyone
and even
fit, we
under
can turn
Jose,
around.
blood, man had that Mourinho phase, blood, where we were slapping everyone,
Yeah, at the start
bro.
of the season.
Bro, everyone was holding the Mazzoline, bro.
I remember.
You know, like that, bro. We had times where we didn't see. We haven't scored 5 goals under Ten Hag in one game, and I don't think we will, blood. The way he sets us up.
Not with this team. No, not with this team.
Yeah, you know like that. The way he sets us up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy,
You don't have enough going forward. You don't have nowhere near enough going forward.
bruv. Like this is poor, man. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, guys, the reason why you man don't realize how bad it is, yeah, is because there's still some euphoria of the fact that the manager's new. There's some new players in, and there's some excitement. But once all that settles, and you realize how bad this football is, do you know what I mean? Like once it actually hits home, you know, like that. It's one of them ones. You know, like in boxing, sometimes when man gets punched, bruv, and they react to the punch late. You know them ones. Like the man get hit, yeah. Then they keep throwing punches, and then they realize, bro. They realize,
might take a
yo,
knee. They throw another punch.
that's
and then they take a knee or
it.
something
Throw
like
another
that.
punch, and the man just touched down like, yo.
Yeah, that
You
would
know what I'm
hurt.
saying? Nah, bro. The late reaction to the blow, I'm telling you. And this is what's going on right now. Yeah. What's going on right now, yeah, is just a late reaction to the uppercut, blood. You know, like that. That's what it is. Like, man, I've been punched right in the jaw, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't reacted to the shot yet. You're going to react to it, bro. When Amrabat comes in, yeah, and he's on the bench and he don't play, blood.
Anyhow, it's got.
Remember how mad people were going when Casemiro wasn't starting?
Yeah. But that I understood because we was playing well and McTominay was actually playing well.
And I said McTominay deserves to start. You know them ones.
Because he was playing well. And like that's what it should be. But with Amrabat, it has to be Amrabat and Casemiro. Has to be Amrabat, Casemiro, and one other. Personally, I'd like to see Eriksen. That's the mid. We're not gonna see it, but that's the midfield trio I would like to see. Maybe if Bruno plays wide right, we do see that as a midfield trio. I think it's the most balanced, and I think it's the best midfield we have personally.
And that's what I'm saying. So, bro, like, I'll be real, yeah? Like, people don't realize, yeah, how bad we are right now. And the manager's bought the players. So he has to hold the criticism for it, bro. I don't understand the thing where people think it's too early to criticize managers, bro. It wasn't too early to criticize my man at Crystal Palace, blood. What's his name? Not Vieira, the other brother before him, the other Dutch, De Boer.
Oh, De Boer.
But he didn't win no
Frank
games, yeah?
Yeah.
Man were like, oh yeah, let him cook and that. Nah, I won that. You know them ones.
7. Nah, you can definitely criticize. The thing is with Ten Hag is I still think because he has the good home record and we've actually won them 2 games as well, we can still get results. It's just a question of the ball definitely has to improve. We need to improve our away form as well. And your new signings have to hit. Be interesting to see once everybody's fit, what he actually does indeed do.
But this is what I mean, and we've got Christian Eriksen, yeah. We've never seen this guy play in the 10, yeah. Like, for us, and we know that he's a 10.
I'd
Do
love
you know
to
what
see
I
him
mean?
play in
We've
the
even
10.
seen him play false 9, but not in the 10.
I'd love to see him
Like,
play in the 10.
Eriksen's legs are gone. Even more reason for him to play in the 10.
And then you just
You
put
know,
Bruno
like that.
Casemiro, no,
Yeah.
Bruno, Casemiro and Amrabat behind him.
Yeah,
That's it.
give him
That's why I
the,
said
give him
in
the
midfield.
creative freedom to be higher up the
Yeah.
pitch where he can actually influence the game with his
Two
accuracy
people behind him.
and stuff like that. Absolutely,
fine in
put some
that
runners
role.
around him and see what we can do. Do you know what I mean? And this is the problem. And look, the fact that, bro, like Højlund, bro, the fact that we're relying on one player to save our season tells you the manager hasn't done a good job.
Yeah.
Because the team shouldn't be about one player, because Tottenham have let go of Harry Kane, yeah? And look at the way they've started. A lot of people probably thought, oh my God, no Kane, no party. But it hasn't been that, because when
you
you've
know
got
what? They bought well as well.
yeah, they bought
Buying
well,
a
they got a
Maddison.
system.
Buying a Maddison, like if you throw Højlund and then throw another, that's why the Mount signing was so bad, because he was the attacking player. If that's Maddison, different conversation. You had Maddison and Højlund into the side, and you have Eriksen in there, Rashford, and Bruce. All of a sudden, we look different going forward. It's like, okay, there's more to it, but it's just so. And then not signing a fullback either, who can add from a creative standpoint as well. So that's it's so bad.
This is what I'm saying. Our talent ID has not been good.
So bad.
Do you know what I'm saying? Our talent ID has not been good. His signings, on the whole, haven't been good. Do you know what I mean? And also, the signings don't even suit the profile that he wants to play. Because if you want to play high energy football, you probably don't bring in Eriksen anyway, because he's got no legs. Do you know what I mean? If you want to play transition attacking football, you don't bring in Anthony, because that brother never goes past his player.
That's
like,
not his guy. That's why I think he changed. Like I said, I think
That's
that
what-
was his. It was
Yes.
initially foot possession based, and then for whatever reason he switched over.
Yeah, because he bottled it.
You reckon he was a bottle too?
He bottled it, bro. He tried to do the possession thing, yeah. We got pammed by Brentford, yeah. And then his bum went, bro. That's what happened.
First.
You know, like that. And then all of a
Then why
sudden,
not- even if he would have switched it up and been a little bit more solid, and then you go in the summer transfer window, go, okay, let's try this again, rather than continue to go that way, because it was successful.
but this summer he did kind of try and go back to it, because then he brought in the goalkeeper. Then he tried to go back to the possession thing again. Think
Maybe
about
Ronaldo,
it.
yeah.
Think about
Ronaldo's
it.
a
Because
shout.
remember, think about it. Last season, like, guys, think, yeah. Think. Last season we start, yeah. We can see the goal from against Brentford. The United are trying to play out from the back in the box, similar to what we did against Arsenal, but without Onana, with De Gea. We concede. We lose. We lose 4-0. Was it that 4-0?
Yeah, 4-0. Yeah, against Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4-0.
And then Brighton, we did the same thing and we lost again. And then what did the manager do? Manager abandoned that, completely changed the style of football.
Which I
It
get.
was successful. We got to 2 cup finals, won a trophy. And then he's tried to do it again this season. He's brought in the goalkeeper, brought in Mason Mount, whatever, tried to do the same thing again, and it hasn't worked again. Do you know what I mean? And it's not working. And he's had to abandon it again. Do you know what I'm saying? He's had to abandon it again, bruv.
Because it's a mismatch. Because Mount don't fit that. If you're trying to play possession-based football, just use him, and Mount don't fit that.
Let me tell you something about styles of playing, yeah? They all work if you bring in the right players.
Yeah.
They all work if you bring in the right players. Pep brought in the right players. That's why his team works and he wins trophies. Ten Hag ain't recruited well. That's why he still can't play his style of football, even though he's brought in 7-8 players.
What is this? That's why it's confusing. What is this style? I think he's trying to go high energy.
Bruv, he
Hey,
is
big up to you,
now.
Eric.
But then if
Yeah.
you're trying to do high energy, why are we playing out from the back with the keeper and doing
That's
all
the thing that don't make sense.
Because
That makes-
Liverpool
I can't
don't do
answer
that.
Yeah, I
Liverpool
can't-
don't do that
I can't
because
answer
they
you
just
that.
play
I don't
high
know.
energy.
Yeah, I can't answer that. I don't know.
This is my point. It looks like he's trying to play 2 different styles of football with one
I
team.
don't know what he's trying to do. You've bamboozled me with this. I don't know.
Bro, what are we playing out from the back, or are we trying to get the ball forward as quickly as possible so we can transition? What are we doing?
Great question. One I don't have the answer to.
And this is my problem. This is my problem. When you look at what we're doing, yeah, because look at the football that we played against Arsenal. We were keeping the ball with the goalkeeper, and we were trying to lure Arsenal in, and then we were trying to exploit the space in behind. That's
Yeah, we just
amazing.
didn't have the ability to do it. Because
That's amazing. That's amazing. No, we set up well, but cool. That works against Arsenal. But then what happens? Yeah, what happens against teams, yeah, that don't press you, sit back, yeah, and they want you to keep the ball, yeah. How do you build? We don't build because we don't have midfielders that can create. We don't have midfield. We don't have a James Maddison. You know what I mean? We don't have players that can create, players that can pressure the other team and do these things. So all that happens is teams will sit back against us and we'll just die.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, what happens against a Man City? You ain't going to be able to play through them like that.
No, we definitely not going to be able to play through them like that. I don't know what the manager's trying to do. That's why it was a bit confusing, even though I do like the vast majority of his signings. That's why the Mount one, again, I keep reiterating that. That's the one that sticks out to me that I don't get. Yeah, like I don't get. With Wan-Bissaka, with him playing, is because Wan-Bissaka didn't, like, he has improved because this is the best Wan-Bissaka we've seen. And for whatever reason, we've not signed a right back. I said we should have signed 2 new fullbacks. We needed a right back.
The fact we ain't signed a right back here, when I thought the manager was going to get rid of him, and that would have been a big statement. You know, like that, because we've been saying for ages, Wan-Bissaka's not a right back for a team like Man United. If you want to play progressive football, he's not a player that...
He's a specialist player. When you're not going to have much of the ball, you're going away to Real Madrid in the Champions League.
But he shouldn't be starting. He's like the Darren Fletcher that you bring in to do a job, or the Phil Neville.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, the Pat G song. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. You bring these guys in to do a job. Like, these are not guys that you build your team around, bruv. Like, they can't be part of the foundation of what you're building upon. Do you know what I mean? And keeping Wan-Bissaka in there shows that this brother ain't got no he ain't got no real strict principles that he's sticking to, bro.
My head hurts, yo. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. I seen on Twitter Wan-Bissaka's gonna sign a cut, bro. Listen.
Sauce.
It's crazy, man. That's what I mean. Wan-Bissaka stepping into midfield inverted and that. Jesus, blood.
And the thing is, it's like, right. I see Wan-Bissaka looking good on the ball. I'm like, it's great, but he shouldn't be the answer. But hey, Manchester United Football Club for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, and this is what it is, bro. And that's why I say I just have to keep it 100. I'm not gonna sit here, and say, all right, cool, like, get this manager out of the club, yeah. But what I am saying is, yeah, he's shown me enough red flags.
There's red flags you looking at.
He showed me enough red flags, yeah, that I don't trust him no more, bruv. I don't trust him because he's shown me multiple times he's making inconsistent decisions. He's making bad decisions, and people aren't clocking them at the moment. You know what I mean? They're not clocking them at the moment because they're still obsessed with their shiny new toy. But, bro, I'm already onto him. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. You have the red flags are reasonable. I get it. That's why
walking red flag, bruv. There's too many.
Yeah, that's why I'm concerned. But I'm like, okay, let's see how you turn this around. Because there was hella red flags last season as well, and you turned it around. So I look here and go, okay, let's see what you can do. With that, I'm about in. Man mentioned Kobe Mano in one of the comment section as well. You got Highland. All right. Shows that it's more. You have more of your players. The floor is yours. Yeah.
100%. Yo, people, everyone inside, make sure you sub to Flawless's channel. The link is in the title as always. Please, and smash the like button. Big up everyone in here. We haven't even hit 500 likes. Hey, that's a Mazzoline. You lot have had a cracking show today. You get me? So make sure you support the thing. You already know.
Subscribe to the channel, people, because I think I'm under 20 away now from 8,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV.
Under 20, lot, bruv. Get him to 8K now, please, people, bruv. Man said 8, blood. Like you lot run that now. Do you know what I mean? The link's in the title. Do you know what I mean? The link's in the title. Let's help him hit that milestone right now, people.
Love, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's the least man can do, bruv. Because man get the A1 content all the time, so let's pattern that up, people. Do you know what I'm saying? And let's congratulate my G on the 8K. You get me? You know what I mean? It's the least man could do, man. It's lit. Have we hit the 500 likes in here, people?
Yeah, man. We should have hit the 500 likes, yo. You lot, what's going on?
Let me refresh this. Nah, we're on 485. We need 15, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So let's go. Let's get Flawless up to 8K though, people.
Yeah, man.
Man said Rants, I'm not looking forward to the game away against Bayern. That's crazy, bro. Who is?
No one's looking forward to that without away form, no?
But man are not looking forward to Brighton either, cuz.
No, I'm not looking forward to the performance, but you know what's crazy? I can see us getting a result.
Yeah,
that's just what we do. I can see us winning the game. Performance not good, but we can definitely get a result. 100%.
How many What? How far are you off 8K, Flo?
1 second, I'll check. I need to
Check the
I have to
thing
turn on
now,
the
bro.
laptop. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second.
1 second. Let me just check on here, bro.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
second.
double check on there.
Let me just check on here, bro.
I'm not
Let's,
with my laptop on with the actual my YouTube on, but it's close
yeah,
anyway.
let's do that now, bro. 1 second, bro. 'Cause we should be there, man. We should be there now. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's literally just loading it up now as we speak. Man, I know it's close.
Yeah, bro. It's saying 7.999,
999.
blood. One more
Yeah,
blood.
so that means it's, that means it's pretty
Yeah,
much on
8K.
top
We
then.
done it, bro. We done
Hey
it. We
man,
done it.
salute man, salute to you, Rants. Hey, big up to the chat, man. Large up you lot, man. Hit 8K, that's sick. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
to
Big
you
up
lot, man.
everyone inside, bro. You
Big
lot
up to
always
you lot,
support
man.
everyone that comes on here, bro. I appreciate you lot.
Appreciate
You know like
it.
that. That's why I
Big
don't
up my
like going
G-Nero
no.
as well.
That's why I don't like going nowhere else. You know, like that.
You
Because I know these are my people here, bro. You get me?
Hey.
And that's what it is. You lot always support everyone that I bring on the channel. You get me? And I only have people on here that I mess with in real life. You
worry,
get me?
Jake.
So, you get me? Big up everyone inside. Smash up the like button on the way out,
Pop
people.
the lights.
And yeah, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.